What's up? What's good? What's happening? Welcome in, welcome back. We're just going to do a general message. It is storming here, but I haven't been able to do a reading with you guys in over a week, and I just pushed a few buttons and found out I can go live on my phone. I did not think that was a thing. That was rude. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, well, anyways. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope your families are doing well. Your friends are doing well. It's interesting. I was rewatching one of my videos and I heard myself say that, how are you? How's your family? Hope everybody's well. And there are some people that literally have nothing to do with their family. They have a chosen family now, right? Those are your friends and whatnot. So I'm like, ooh, I need to include that. So my apologies if anybody that made you feel weird. But yeah, I've been gone for like a week, you guys. I've been researching. The world is crazy, absolutely crazy. I'm not going to fearmonger. Y'all know I am absolutely not the person to come out here and fearmonger. Some of the stuff I've been finding, what's really going on, is absolutely terrifying, though. So I had to really ground myself, learn how to take that information and still live my day-to-day lifestyle without feeling like I'm going crazy, right? Anyways, buckle up, guys, because it's about to get real crazy. A lot of places already are. A lot of places around the world, it's absolute. Just do your research, guys. Please stay informed. I do want to do a reading, though, so let's try to release all that for a moment. Diligence. See, and this is exactly why I'm here, because I feel like, to an extent, it's not necessarily, like, I guess it's distracting, right? Because I wasn't here with you guys doing readings, but at the same time, how am I supposed to currently connect with the collective if I don't currently know what's going on in the freaking collective? Like, does that make sense? I know a lot of people look at me as a reader a little differently because I throw the conspiracy in there, right? It's not a conspiracy when you have all these fucking facts to back it up, but that's what this diligence is about. Who is the real enemy? You know what I mean? So often in these readings, we think about our exes, or maybe your ex's new person that's a little jealous because you and your ex had this memory or this moment that greatly impacted the person that they're trying to share a life with right now. You know what I mean? But who's the real enemy? You know what I mean? Because these everyday people, no offense, but that's not who the real enemy is. You know what I mean? Like, that's such a small issue. Say you've got a fly circling your head and it's bothering you, and you start swinging your hand and you're like, go, you know, shoo fly, don't bother me. Meanwhile, you've got a fucking lion sitting right around the corner that you don't even see. That's the real enemy. But you're so focused on this thing that's right in front of your face that's, in reality, it's so small, it's so municipal. Does that make sense? And again, I don't mean offense to everyday people in your life. It's not about that. It's just about, I guess, getting that far enough away that you can see the big picture. Hello, Alpha. I'm on my floors right now. I've been grounding a lot. I got that garden started. I'm going to go ahead and upload some pictures on the community tab, as long as the image isn't too large. Sometimes my camera. Anyways, we'll see. If not, maybe I'll just do a little video out there. Anyways, let's see what's going on, because I know you guys are paying attention. Yeah, open. Thriving. Again with the big picture thinking. Openness. I feel like they want me to talk about that blood moon, the full blood moon and Scorpio eclipse deal that we had last night. For me, it was supposed to be, I think it was 11:30 at night. And I remember at 9:30, I was like, there's no way I'm going to be up at that point. And then I was up at that point. I was like, I don't know. Maybe I will be. Anyways, I went outside to go see it, and it was all clouds. It was all clouds, and I wanted to cry because it's just, I get gypped by these fucking clouds so often with the full moon. It straight up feels like spiritual warfare. Like somebody doesn't want me to be able to get the energy of the full moon, my crystals, my sacred space, my plants. Anyways, come to find out it's a really, really chaotic energy that came through with that one. The eclipses, they tend to be very chaotic type of energies. So if you did soak your crystals or anything like that in the moon, just try to rinse it off a bit. And then if you collected water and had that sit under the moon, go ahead and dump that. You're not going to want to use that. Yeah, community here. I'm also getting some of you guys are actually looking into communities that are open. It's like living off the land type of communities here. I always think of like Amish. It's the only thing in Michigan that we have close enough to something like that is Amish. I don't know why, but I'm kind of shaky right now. There's a nervous energy, I think. It's just kind of what it feels like. Or maybe you just have the urge to, when you have all this energy, you got to do something. It's like every fiber of your being is being drawn to, being called to. It's almost like allowing yourself to take that step back so you can see the big picture for what it really is. Releasing the little things that ain't really shit. It only gets your power or gets your energy, when you allow it to have that power over you. But taking that step back and being open, allowing yourself to be more open to thrive. It's almost like finding your way to the community or the setting. I want to say the setting that you're looking for. It could be a new friend group. You don't really like the friends that you're surrounded by. They've all got some kind of whatever that you're not into anymore, Oh, here comes the cat again. Alpha, watch out, baby. Thank you. Could be work, could be where you live, even. I actually just came across research where if there are too many people living in one area, the reason their creative energy gets blocked so much more often than those that have the room to actually create is because any given space only has the ability to give you so much energy. So when you have more people drawing energy from a space than the space can actually provide, creativity gets crazy. And it's hard to actually find the energy to draw from unless you know where to go. I have so many random ass messages that they're giving me right now, you guys. I'm sorry. I think it's because it's been a while since I've been on, so you guys have probably been coming to the channel with questions like, she posted, because I'm wondering about. I'll try to keep up with it as I go and not lose track of the reading. Let's see. I don't think I can, honestly, because I'm going through it too, so. Anyway, surrender your ego, cultivate gratitude, be of service to others, and come from your heart. A big ego can work against you, but humility will further your goals. That ego thing. That really is one of the lowest vibrations. I think ego is probably, it's not too far from like fear and, what is it? Fear and not panic. Is it anger? I think it's anger. Anyways. Grab our other one here is surrender to complete healing. Open fully to the loving, compassionate forces of the universe that support your physical, emotional, and spiritual health. This is not about a death of the ego. So your ego, think about it this way. Think about how you can use your ego to benefit yourself and others, right? It's about learning how to use your ego in the right way. So your ego is the side of you that's like willing to fight for something, right? It's like, I'm not going to take no for an answer. And people will tell you, you got a real big ego. You think that highly of yourself. Like, no, bitch, I just know my worth. And if anything, I'm sorry that you can't see that. Because once I get to the table that God has prepared for me, you're not going to be sitting there next to me. I'm literally giving you an invite right now. You know? But that's on them. Sometimes you have to release people that are still in their ego in order for you to surrender it to get that healing. Dang. Tell it like it is, Spirit. Woo. All right. Let's see what, because these two decks love to play together. So let me get a couple from this deck here. What is it that you're really willing to fight for? Like, what is it that's important? There are so many parents right now that are like, my daughter. There are so many women that are like, my fucking choice. My body, like, shit. It's insane to me how the little things can affect us so much when there's much greater shit the West Coast has no water. China's sky is fucking red. Anyways. Patience. I accept that everything happens in divine order. I just heard somebody say in our country is run by, I'm just going to say monsters. I can't say that P word on here, community guidelines, but you're not wrong. I love how right now we're having multiple conversations at once on top of a reading. Like, that's how we catch up, right? Once I get this reading done, I'll peek at the comments, and then I might come back on to do like a Q&A or something. Because, yeah, it's been interesting trying to get to the bottom of this information, but then also, at least as much as I can, right? Because you can only go so far. But, and stay grounded, not like, not surrender to my ego or my shadow or, you know. And I know there's probably a lot of you that are trying to get out of that fear. That's exactly what this is. You're trying to release the fear. It came out in reverse. There is a lot of loss right now. Somehow there's opportunities in this process, and I'm still trying to find that too. So I guess community with grief, I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. It's almost like as spiritual beings, we knew we were coming down now, this exact point of the Aquarius age. We've been in the age of Aquarius, by the way. But like right at this moment, because this is such I can't even say a time to be alive, because that doesn't even begin to, no matter how you break that down, no matter how you take that, no matter how you hear it, twist it, or interpret it, that doesn't even begin to scratch the surface. That's a good spot to start. You know what I mean? 14:14 on the clock. What's that? Temperance, patience, patience. But yeah, fear in reverse here. I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. That's what it is. You're surrendering your ego. How can we get back to this loving place? This is actually really reminding me of the difference between 3D and 5D and how these worlds are splitting. They're literally splitting. I heard a theory which blew my mind. See, this is why I am as open-minded as I am, because open-minded people can take that step back and really be open to a bigger picture by taking different beliefs. And like, wait a minute, they all have this similarity. So if you look at, oh, my ear just started ringing all of a sudden, and I got a little dizzy. I'm straight up being attacked. Somebody doesn't want me saying this right now. That just happened. I'm going to say it, though. Yep, 5 of Swords. Didn't I just say I heard a ringing in my ear and it caused confusion? 5 of Swords is that sneaky-ass manipulative behavior. I don't like the 5 of Swords. I don't like it. What was I saying over here, though? Oh, I can't pause it. I'm alive. I was just about to pause it. About taking that step back and seeing the bigger picture and how different stories line up and mean the same thing. About the 3D and the 5D. That's it. Okay, yes. So, thank you, Spirit. There's the belief that there are some people that have not woke up and ascended, or whatever you want to call it. And those are the people that are basically stuck in the 3rd dimension. And this new earth split, literally the earth splitting into 2, those of us that have awoke and ascended being in that 5th dimensional energy. It's guys, it's the biblical fucking rapture. Think about it. It's the same thing but with a different twist on it, of course, but like, it's the same thing. Some people are going to be taken to a different place and others are left behind. I can't be the only one. And this is what it is, that low vibrational fear and 5 of Swords narcissism and taking the credit when multiple people were about it, right? Surrendering, people living in their ego. This is literally the split between the 3 and 5th dimensions. 10 of Wands, exactly, because it's too many burdens. Too many burdens. Look at that. 33 and 12 is another 3. 3, 3, 3. Y'all been seeing them 4s too? Hoo, 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 hoo. Them 4s, man. They were on a motherfucking mission to, like, I was plagued. Literally plagued. That's all that grounding energy, though. Oh my gosh, as soon as I say that, the Page of Pentacles. As I'm sitting on the floor and I finished putting the garden together yesterday, came inside, finished doing the house plants. I look like I live in the woods, which is perfect because it gives me that country feel that I love so much. Page of Pentacles, Page of Cups, that's 2 pages, could indicate a face-to-face conversation. Pentacles and Cups. Promises, contracts, agreements. I mean, Pentacles can be so many things. Cups is emotions, though. We got 1s, 5s, and 7s for Joanne. 1s and 2s and 3s. Oh, the comments faded off my screen. It pops up for a second, and then it fades away. I don't want to push buttons. Oh, for Chris. Oh, okay. Yeah, them numbers, man. Pay attention to that. Technically, 10 page is 10, 11, 11. That's a lot of 1s. That's 5 1s next to a 5. 5, 5. I keep seeing 5, 5, 5 too. And that one has been going out of its way just as much as 4s and 2s. But that speaks of changes that are going to align you with where you're truly grounded. But with that comes information. You have to take a step back. You have to allow yourself to take a little hiatus from life, you know? And it doesn't have to be like what I just did, but I got a lot of other things going on too. There's a lot of work that's going on physically for me, for my surroundings right now. I don't know about you guys, but like, I've been up in the ethers a lot. There's another 5. 5 of Cups. So this person, just because it's the Five of Swords, and this is somebody who's basically a fucking tyrant, they might make you feel like you're the bad guy flushing things down the drain. They've been there for you for this, that, and the other. If it was unconditional love, it wouldn't be thrown in your face now. If they truly loved you, they would understand. It's people like Five of Swords people, Five of Cups people, Page people. You are only significant to them while you benefit them some way, somehow, period. And you will not change my mind on that. I've been there, done that too many times. I'm 100% convinced. There are some people who will only come around when they need you, period. And the moment you have to step away or something else comes up and you can't cater to their every motherfucking need, you are the bad guy now. It doesn't matter what you have done. It only matters what they have done. That's the Five of Swords, Five of Cups kind of person. Or situation, right? Because situations can make you feel like that too. And this could even just be having a really shitty attitude. I suffer from depression. I get anxiety. Like, I've done a lot for people who completely just shitted on me. So, like, trust issues, you can go ahead and throw those in there too. Like, I'm not perfect either, y'all. I'm on this journey thing just as much as you are. But there are some of us that, like, it's hard to get up and get ready for the day. You'll hear people be inspirational, and they're like, what is it that gets you out of the bed every morning? And the first thing that comes to my mind is, well, my fucking bladder. But that's just because as soon as I roll over, rub my eyes, Alpha's like, oh, she's awake, and comes and climbs on me. And of course, it's my bladder. So being a mother of 3, if you know, you know. But it's not like that for everybody. I don't even know how to take what just came out, so I'm going to put it back. Yeah, I'm going to put that back. There's this very serious need to be protecting yourself right now, that protective space, that protective bubble, right? There are so many hundreds of thousands of ways to protect yourself. I'm not going to share with you guys how I protect myself just because I know there are people that are listening that are like, oh, well, if that's what you do to protect yourself, then I can attack you over here then because you're not doing this over here. There's my loophole. So I'm not going to share mine specifically. And that is a fucking list, and I do mix it up. But I am literally seeing a protective bubble. It's in the cards. Whoever's resonating, this is something you're currently doing. It might not just be you. It could be your animals, your plants, your children, your space, your vehicle. It's literally your personal bubble. There's a reason that's a term. Your personal bubble here. Yeah, as you go out and about, because there are nasty energies that will try to attach to you. Some of you guys are going barefoot so that because that rubber on the bottom of your shoe actually blocks you from connecting to the earth. Did you know if you put your feet in the dirt can neutralize the negative energies in you? Look at it's almost like it's a static energy, right? It's electrifying, which is wild because it's literally storming right now. And then you've got all this grounding energy, releasing all that static buildup. What does static do? It clings. It clings to you. Every woman everywhere with the hairspray on the dress so it doesn't cling to your butt. I don't even think they do that anymore. You remember when we used to do that? I remember using to do that. What else do we have here? Six of Swords reversed. This person was not sent into your life. That's why you need to protect yourself. You see how it landed right on those cards? This person was not sent into your life from anything good. They were sent in. Oh my gosh, and look at how it... You saw how it was at the bottom of the deck, and we read it this way, but then you set it down here, and it's literally saying the same thing no matter how you look at it. Something nasty sent this person your way or this situation your way. Why? To get you in this shit-ass spirit so you're not fighting the good fight. So you're scared to speak on the truth because they're going to label you a conspiracy theorist. Oh, right as the lightning goes boom. Or the thunder. The lightning. Y'all know what I'm saying. You know what I mean. You're going to get big emotions when you study this stuff, guys. Some of you guys already know. You've gone down this rabbit hole how many times? You already know. You might be going down another one here. Or maybe you're coming back from one. And that's why you're grounding yourself. And you're better able to protect yourself, not only because you have multiple ways you're protecting yourself here, but because you know your light is all you need. This darkness literally flees from the light. Okay, the D words that rhyme with semen, you're not supposed to say it. Apparently, it can draw them in or whatever. But they will literally scale the fucking walls to find out how to get out of that room once you start, you know what, I'm going to have a good day. Or you start clapping to break up the stagnant ass energies. Whew, they can't get out of there fast enough. But it's all how you protect yourself. Sage, frankincense, incense, or... And by the way, speaking of, why can I not find real dragon's blood incense anymore? They don't have them. Have you noticed that? All the dragon's blood are like them cheap, the little black ones instead of like the powdery brown ones that kind of like, whatever. I'm just saying. I don't know which company decided to stop it, but please do it again. I miss it. What do we have here? 5 of Wands, Page Wands, 9 of Wands, 4 Wands. That's a lot of Wands. See, it's a 3 and a 7 just in front of it, too. These are all actions. And who's standing in your fucking way? Or what is standing in your way? I love that we have community here because I don't even think this is you competing with others. I think this is a group of people, a community coming together with a similar goal. And this is more of like a support thing. Oh my gosh, I've never seen that before. Holy shit, look at this. This guy is holding this one down so she can hold that one to this one. Look, they're holding them together. He's trying to support him and they're both trying. This is teamwork. I've never seen that in this 5 of Wands before. Now, that's how you look at something negative and you see it as something positive. Like, that's literally transmutation. That's what you're doing. You're channeling energy to transmute here. What are we transmuting? I'm literally truth be told, right? So I would be trying to bring the truth to light. The truth to be known, the truth to be shown. We have a sun shower, people. The sun is out and it is still raining. You are a warrior. Stand up. 9 of Wands, 4 of Wands. You got this. You're not fighting alone either. Page of Wands, 9 of Wands. These are warriors coming together to build something. Or sustain something. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all remember when I was telling you about the Pluto coming back? And how this was going to affect the masses? Do you see just a couple months later where the fuck we are right now? Where the world is right now? If they want a fucking revolution, they will get a revolution. I just don't think it's going to be the kind of revolution they thought. Their victory is not going to come easy. They don't realize how many people are actually going to fight. Pushing too many buttons and getting us riled up. We're already ready. Like, we were already... But we're fighting the real enemy. Not these exes. Not your stepsister, grandparent, whatever that's talking shit about you, not your neighbor that mean mugs you every time you go check your mail. Fuck them. They ain't shit. Do you know how many chemicals they put in your food right now? That's a real enemy. That's a real enemy. That's a real fucking enemy. Did you know that? That's one that pretty much nobody fights with anymore because it's just, you can see it. Look at your ingredients. Don't get me started on everything else. Fucking NASA with the snake tongue. Right in the icon, Taco Bell. You can see 666 right at the bottom of the bell. I'll even give you the first one, the little yellow deal in the middle of it. And then the pink and the blue one. Do you know why? Do you know how it's related? Do you know why these meat factories actually went down? Or up in a bunch of pieces, whatever. Up in flames? Shit. Do you know why? Do you know what was in those buildings? It's a fucking cover-up, guys. Human fucking meat. I've been gentle, I've been soft about what's really going on and waking up, but like, somebody's got to say it, damn it. Somebody's got to say it. Eight of Swords, Ace of Wands, and the Wheel. See, because if you stay in the illusion that they fucking perceive at you, that they push on you, you never have the moment to sit down and get creative enough to think of what you're going to do to change shit. Or how to. That's what they're counting on. It's not like that, though. That train is really going to piss me off. I have literally never heard that train go off so much. All right, listen, if you have already taken your pill and woke up, there's no going back. You can't unsee what you have seen. You can't unknow what you have known. Like, you can hear something, but until you go research it yourself, then I guess you could fight it. But once you research it yourself and you see it right fucking there, right in front of your face, right on the FBI document pages, when you see that they've known about esoterics and ascension, and they already know this stuff. And then they say it's a conspiracy thing. Bitch, then why what was it, at the 50s that they were using psychics in war? What president was it? We had a president, and his wife would make all of his plans. No, don't get on that plane. Get on this plane. And sure as shit, that plane that she said not to get on, and people still don't believe in it. Let them fucking sleep. If people want to sleep, let them sleep. I feel like the time for picking a side has already come. For those, like, if you, it's almost like somebody's worried that they're somehow going to be grouped with, you can't do that. You guys remember in The Matrix when, what was his name, offered the woke guy to fall back asleep? We'll just take this pill and you can go back to sleep. That was a lie. And what's even funnier is the fucker knew you can't go back asleep. But he was so ashamed of himself, his ego, and this nasty energy had him believing he could actually go back to sleep. Even though he already knew it's not an option. That's that confusion manipulation energy. For some reason, I'm getting Monarch energy here as well. Project Monarch. I think it has to do with the sexualizing of women here. It's almost like the masculines, some of them play stupid, like they don't see how they do that. But then there's others that do see it, and they're looking it right in the face. There is some kind of masculine energy right here. Almost like men holding men accountable. And I don't really want to say men holding men accountable other than mankind holding certain humans accountable with their cover-ups, like they're trying to cover up what's under these cups, so you don't really know what you're choosing here. That's that subliminal messaging, right? See that serpent? And you can see there's like holes, cracks in these cups. Was he mixing around what was in those cups, making it even more difficult? I can't help but notice that it looks like a dragon wing here, a bat wing or something like that. Did you know one of the Bibles they removed from, or one of the books they removed from the Bible was Bel and the Dragon? What did we get here? Page of Swords in reverse. They're lying. I told you. And you know it. You're looking right at it. You can see it. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be men, like I said, but it's a masculine energy, which is the maximum level of authority if you look at it in regards of the tarot. The queen still has a little bit of learning left to do, but the king, he really has the final say, right, when it comes to making decisions. So just in that sense, this is not about gender role. I cannot stress that enough. Ten of Swords at the bottom of the deck with the Three of Swords and the Two of Swords. It's all in your head. It's all swords. With that 8, no, the 7 is a cup, sorry. But the 8 and the page. That's too many pages out here. What's up, Bagheera? And then, yeah, the Hanged Man. See, you know this is what you need to sacrifice. You've already channeled the message. You've heard it loud and clear. You're very 100% sure. Yes, I need to let go of something. Let go of someone. Let go of... There's a lot of shit that I'm going to... This full moon, I'm really excited that all this information coming into me came just before that full moon there. With it being such an intense full moon, which is, of course, you know, releasing energy, which was our very first card out. Now that I know a lot of these companies play with these monsters and what they're doing, lying. I probably should have did a Q&A first. I have so much shit to talk to you guys about. So much, so much. Again, for my own protection and whatever, I'm not going to source anything. But again, as always, don't take my advice. Go look it up yourself. The full moon gave you chills. Can I, like, hold the screen? Will it let me? There we go. Ronald Reagan's wife. That's who it was. Yes. She was the psychic. Oh, you're watching me on the TV? Thank you, babe. Let's see. So many people have these veils over their eyes, and when COVID hit, I knew what was going on. Yeah. Yes, ma'am. That veil is, like, so stupid thin already. I think for me specifically, it's the 22nd that's really going to be a day. That day has the potential to change everything. Everything. And I think there's something about the 4th of July that they're going to start, that's when they're going to sign it. whatever decision is made on the 22nd. In regards to most countries possibly losing their sovereignty, which is that New World Order, aka Agenda 2030 that they're pushing now. Bagheera, what? Meow. Already knew COVID was a conspiracy. Well, I mean, it's interesting how we had COVID, but we didn't have the flu, even though COVID was supposed to be the symptoms of the flu. But COVID was cooked up in a lab. That was bio-warfare. It was fucking warfare that nobody's being held accountable for. We know it came from China. We know a few things about it. We also know, because Obama came out and straight up said that it's the little jabby jab is a fucking test. It's an experiment. You guys remember when I was saying don't get that fucking, don't do it. Don't get that jab of doom. I don't know what it is, but something don't fucking feel right about it. And how many people died right then and there as soon as they got that damn jab? You know, and how many people have still gotten sick. We had Omicron came out right after that. You remember that, guys? They were hoping to get more of them jabs out, so they did the Omicron thing. But the only people got sick with that are the people that got the damn jab, so that was interesting. That was real fucking interesting. And then, but then people still believe it, and they still watch the news. Like, that's you got to do the research. You've got to do it on your own. Don't forget the people sitting on that fucking chair, reading the TV, reading the prompter, your news reporters. They didn't do that research. They were told to say it. And they are part of this agenda. So who or what is it that's lying to you that you need to walk away from? And why are you so damn attached to it? Seriously. It's literally killing you. Some people just don't want to see the truth. You can't make them. You're not wrong to want to. You care about people. You care about mankind. Every soul matters, but not every human has a fucking soul. We have that free will thing. Don't do the Aleister Crowley, try to control people and make them believe. Because you're just pushing the agenda as they've programmed you to through all the fucking symbolism. All the stuff they throw up. I've had to throw a couple decks out because I noticed symbolism in my decks. Things that I didn't even know before. But again, every tool that's out here that can be used for positive has been twisted, and they try to make it into a negative. The swastika was actually a symbol of peace before they did what they did with it. You know what I mean? Like, everything out there had a positive representation to it that they turned into something just so disgusting. Do you know when you pray, you're supposed to stand up and put your arms up into the air? You're not supposed to put your forehead, your third eye to the ground and talk to the man downstairs in the basement. How does that make any fucking sense? Don't get me wrong, I used to do it because I didn't know any better. I had no idea. Till I was told to get up. What are you doing? We're supposed to be down here giving worship to God and what it is that he's created, what he's given us. But instead we worship these false things that man has given us. The Bible's been interpreted and just fucked with too many times. That's why it's so important to have that connection yourself. He made us. He made each and every one of us. We already have that in us. That's why it's so important to know thyself so that you can get closer to Creator. But instead the media says, no, your self is fucked up. You need our makeup. You need our genetics. You need our fucking laser therapies and whatever. What's those injections that they do with the implants and stuff, right? Edit your body. Take off weight here and add weight there. Make your hair longer. Make your voice softer. We're no longer loving ourselves. We're loving this image of ourselves that somebody else told us we could be. Like, what the fuck is that? Giving somebody else your guidebook and saying, write it. Allowing somebody else to, what's the term I'm going for here? Control your narrative. That's it, the narrative. I don't know who this is to you. It could be your own mom or your dad. You only get one mom, you only have one dad. But if they're not healthy for you, blood is not always thicker than water. Some of y'all holding back from some family because they just only come around when you can do something for them or benefit them somehow. I just saw a comment about the music industry. Hold on. Only lasts for a while, then you're thrown out, just like the music industry. You know, and it's funny, too, because you make enough money in any kind of entertainment, even here on YouTube, and you'll meet some interesting people, and you'll find out some interesting things. I've actually been in contact with several other YouTube creators, some of which are not even into the spiritual whatnot. YouTube will have these surveys where you can possibly join like these group deals, and it's interesting. I've actually been in a couple of those, but it's interesting how so many different people with different backgrounds actually think alike. And that's the whole point of trying to keep us segregated, because if we realized how many of us actually think this way, even though it's for completely different reasons, they would so be outnumbered. But yeah, there comes a point, you make enough money, you get enough influence in any kind of entertainment, period. You get to, choose your side. You choose your side. You either start using the symbolism or you know what I mean. That's another reason I go on hiatus every now and then, and I just kind of like disappear from here to there, because like my channel starts growing a little bit too much, and I'm like, whew, I don't know, it makes me a little nervous. As much as I want to be able to help people, I don't want to draw the attention from the other side, so it's like a double-edged type sword, Anyways, guys, I think we're pretty much done with the reading at this point. We're just chit-chatting now. Once they know everything about you, they know how to categorize you and place you like scientists. They have them to be competitive to each other. It's actually evil. Yeah, absolutely. I'm a hermit going to shadow mode too. Yeah, oh my gosh, Constance, I do it all the time. So I'm actually going to close down this video and refill my cup here, and then we're going to just do like a Q&A, guys, where you can just ask your questions and I'll answer. Probably going to hear Bagheera in the background. But yeah, let me refill that, and then I'll come back on now that I know I can go live on my phone. That's so cool. I love that. Yeah, because I'm still shuffling. I ain't got nothing left. So I'm going to leave this one here, guys. I love you. See you in a little bit. Until next time, stay beautiful.